After defeating the Rift Breaker and sealing the temporal rifts, Sami and his team returned to find the worlds in a state of uneasy calm. However, Sami knew that this tranquility was merely a precursor to a new storm, especially after warnings from Xena, who came from the future. The team gathered around a small fire in one of the forests that survived the destruction. The bird, speaking cautiously, said, "We have now become a target for everything supernatural. Sami, your power doesn't just attract enemies, it turns us into a magnet for chaos." The mysterious guardian replied, "What we face now goes beyond the usual struggle between good and evil. There's something bigger moving behind the scenes." Sami, who had been sitting silently, lifted his head and said, "If something is moving, we have to face it before it gets ahead of us. There's no time to wait." As they were speaking, the sky exploded with red light, and the ground beneath them cracked open to reveal a dark portal. From it emerged dark beings the size of humans, but without features. Their bodies continuously changed as if solidified smoke, and their hands were ablaze with black fire. Xena quickly said, "These are known as the Soul Hunters. They are soldiers of the Great Shadow Organization, which seeks to reshape worlds at its will." The creatures rushed at the team mercilessly, initiating a fierce battle. Sami led the attack, using the combined energy of balance and time, but the Soul Hunters were more cunning than he expected. They could adapt to his techniques with astonishing speed. The bird shouted as he tried to dodge one of the attacks, "These aren't ordinary foes. They study our moves and reshape themselves." The Guardian responded as she unleashed a wave of energy to protect the team. "We need to find their weakness, or we'll be in big trouble." Xena screamed. "The Soul Hunters rely entirely on the power of darkness. Sami, use the light of balance to sever their connection to the source." Sami responded quickly, unleashing a wave of pure light that shattered the creatures one by one. But after defeating them, a new problem emerged. From within the portal, a massive figure clad in dark armor emanating terrifying energy appeared. He wielded a huge sword glowing with dark red. In a deep voice, he said, "I am Valderan, Supreme Ruler of the Shadow Organization. I sent the Soul Hunters to test you, but it seems you're worthy of my personal attention." Sami stepped forward with steady steps and said, "If you seek my power, you'll only have it if you defeat me." Valderan smirked mockingly. "I don't need your power. I will destroy you to restore the true balance of the worlds." The great battle with Valderan erupted violently. Each blow from Valderan's sword caused a wave of energy that destroyed everything around it. Sami struggled to parry the attacks, trying to use his newfound power to his advantage. Xena and the Guardian joined the fight, but Valderan was outmatching everyone effortlessly. He moved as if he knew every step they were going to take in advance. Sami shouted loudly, "How does he know our moves?" Xena replied, "Valderan is connected to time, but he uses it to his advantage. We have to cut this connection." The daring plan Sami decided on was to execute a high-risk plan. He asked Xena to open a temporary time portal to force Valderan into it, severing his connection to his power source. While Xena prepared the portal, Sami performed a risky maneuver, grabbing Valderan's attention. Valderan charged at him with force, but Sami was ready. Sami shouted loudly, "Now, Xena!" Xena opened the portal, managing to pull Valderan into it. But before he was fully immersed, Valderan released a colossal scream, leaving a wave of energy that hit everyone. After the battle, the team could barely stand. Xena looked at Sami and said, "We've sent him away, but he will return. Valderan is not just a leader. He is part of something much larger." The bird asked fearfully, "Does this mean the catastrophe is not over?" The Guardian replied worriedly, "This is just the beginning of a great war. The Shadow Organization will not give up easily." Sami stood despite his wounds and said, "If this is just the beginning, I will prepare for what is coming. I will not let them destroy everything. Stay tuned for the next part, where secrets of the Shadow organization unfold, and Sami and his team face enemies of an entirely new caliber.